Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 concepts in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episode. I am happy to say it's episode number 25. If you didn't watch previous episodes, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting mid is linear chain with ester. It has 3 triple bonds. One is conjugated, one is not conjugated. You are heating it up. They ask you to find the product. The products are ring closed one. They have different stereochemistry of hydrogen there. Whether hydrogens are syn or hydrogens are trans, or ester and hydrogens are syn or ester and hydrogens are trans. So there are the 4 possibilities. So from the question and possible 4 values, you might realize the question is really about the naming reaction, which is the very common one. The answer is B. Let us see how. Here starting middle contains 3 double bond and ester. So you might think of Diels-Alder reaction here. So we have to redraw for the cyclization. First we bring 1, 2, 3, 4 bond in S form because it will be proper for Diels-Alder reaction. Then the 8, 9 bond we bring together. This structure is for understanding. Then we have to do the coupling there. You have 1, 9 and 8, 4 bond formation. So we have to redraw carefully for our product formation. Here let us look about the stereochemistry of product. Let us look at 8,4 hydrogen there. 8,4 hydrogen definitely should be syn because Diels-Alder reaction is the syn addition there. So definitely it will be on the plane. So hydrogen will be on same position. So 8 and 4 it will be on syn. Either it can be above or below, no problem. Here I shown as above. Then look at the 8-9 bond. If you look at the reactant 8-9 bond is trans, definitely 8-9 bond should be trans here. So the H and COAME should be trans. Since you write H is above the plane, COAME should be below the plane. So the answer is clearly B there. Here the concepts you have to learn here is Diels-Alder reaction is a syn addition, and if the carbon don't participate in the reaction, that stereochemistry will be preserved here. Then the question number 2. The starting middle is tricyclic compound with ortho connection, so it's a symmetrical one. You have bromine above the plane, hydrogen below the plane. You are in the water. They ask you to find the product. The products are mostly OH substitution there, but the stereochemistry of OH is real question. Whether OH is on above the plane or below the plane or unspecified, or it will be syn to the hydrogen there. So from the reactant and 4 possible values, you might realize the question is really about the substitution is really SN1 or SN2 and its configuration. The answer is C. Let us see how. Here starting middle is tricyclic system. It's hard to imagine its form. So we redraw it to the chair form. We redraw it. Hydrogen below the plane, bromine above the plane. Here what reaction is possible? Bromine attached with tertiary carbon, so definitely SN2 here. So the cation is formed. Even the cation form is strainful because of its structure. Then OH attack. OH can attack above or below, but OH cannot attack from below because of steric hydrogen and its cave structure. It's a kind of cave below, so it cannot attack. So the OH formation definitely will be on above. So the product is clearly C because only above side attack is possible due to steric effect. So the answer is clearly C there. Here the concepts you have to learn here is if it is tertiary carbon always SN1 is possible. In SN1 always product is a racemic mixture. Here it is not the case because the backside position is occupied by hydrogen. Only above side attack is possible. So the OH is above the plane here. Then the question number 3. The starting middle is chloro and CF3 substituted benzene and it has amide side chain. Amine is attached with kind of alkenyl diester. You are replacing it with ether there. They ask you to find the product. Whether products are n subs to a 4 member ring, or a ring fused 5 member ring, or a n subs to a 3 member ring, or a fused 6 member ring. So there are the 4 possibilities. So from the reactant and possible 4 values, you might realize the question is really about regioselective ring closure. The answer is D. Let us see how. Here starting metal you have nitrogen and CF3. So CF3 always pull the electron. So nitrogen can donate the electron to the system. So the anion is formed which is near to CF3. Chlorine side also possible, but when compared to chlorine, CF3 is a very good stabilizer because of electron withdrawing ability. So the anion forms there. So the anion is stable, it can survive, so it can attack the ester there, it forms cyclization. So the hydrogen is there, you have to establish the aromaticity. Hydrogen remove, you establish the aromaticity, which answer is clearly D there. Here the concepts you have to learn here is stability of anion. Here the unusual anion formation and the carbon-carbon coupling there because of the anion stability. So the ring closure is possible here. The other answer you can eliminate easily by aromaticity or the ring strain or the anion stability. It's very easy by looking at the answer. But for the answer D, meaningful step-by-step answer is given here. Then the question number 4. Starting with a 6-member alkene system with aldehyde attachment, you have bridged carbon with 2 methyl group. They are asking proton NMR values of bridged methyl there. So they given the 2 possible values. One is 1.35 and 5.0 or 7.4 or 0.74 1.33 or both are same 0.70 or 0.75 1.33. So there are the 4 possibilities. So from the structure and possible values, you might realize the question is really about the 3D structure of the compound and its chemical shift. The answer is B. Let us see how. Here starting middle is aldehyde with alkene bond. So we redraw with the stereochemistry and the bond angle. The hybridization is sp2 hybridization, so it should be on 120 degree. So 120 degree bond if you draw, so you have 5-member system and 1 methyl away from the system. So if you look at the skeleton, 1 methyl is on double bond there, which is shielded by the double bonded electron. So the proton is shielded clearly, and other methyl the protons are very much free. So one side is shielded, other side is not shielded. So definitely 2 chemical shift value. So shielded one have lower one which is 0.75. T-shielded will have normal value of which is 1.33. The answer is clearly B there, 0.75 and 1.33. Here the concepts you have to learn here is you have to imagine the structure 3D way with bond angle. Second thing is shielding reduce the chemical shift values. Then the question number 5. They are asking which compound will have IR frequency of 3150, which is very high one. They given the 4 compound. One is NN double bond azo compound. One is cyclopropyl with alkene and ester. Another one is azide. Another one is cyclic amide. So from the 3150 value and the various functional groups, you might realize the question is really about functional group versus stretching. The answer is D. Let us see how. Here you have 3150 value, you might think of the multiple bonds. So the question is a little bit tricky. We have multiple bonds. Let us look at the multiple bonds here. NN multiple bonds, CC, CO and NN and NH and CO. Here it is tricky there. NN will have 1750, CO will have 1700, CC will have 1600, NN again and the same range 1750. But the carbonyl is 1700. The NH is very peculiar one because of the electron negativity and the attachment with CO. It has 3150. The values is like multiple bond, which is 3150, which is very high there. So the answer is clearly D there. Here the concepts you have to learn here is multiple bond will have higher stretching value. NH with single bond even it have higher value, which is 3150. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.